Get ready for Inside the Den Basketball, brought to you by Brotherton Cadillac, an all-access look at the crimson and gray. This is your chance to meet the players beyond the court and beyond the game. Hosted by Matt Lovelace, Inside the Den goes past the plays and stats to introduce you to the personalities that define our teams. Inside the Den Basketball, brought to you by Brotherton Cadillac.
Welcome to Inside the Den, your all-access pass to Cougar Athletics, powered by the Cougar Collective. I'm Matt Lovelace, and we're excited to bring you our basketball season special. Now, the really special thing about Inside the Den is it's all about Cougar athletes. And powered by the Cougar Collective, which is the name, image, and likeness collective of Washington State University Athletics. Every dollar of sponsorship through this program goes straight to the athletes through the collective. And even the crew and myself are doing this for free because we care about WSU athletes succeeding both on and off the court. Coming up, we'll hear from one of the newest members of the Cougar men's basketball team. But first, we want to talk about one of them who's coming back. Isaiah Watts, what a leader he's become and what a mark he put together last season. And he comes from a pretty deep family legacy of basketball stars. His dad played at the University of Washington, and nobody's perfect, but many Supersonics fans will know his grandpa, Slick Watts, a legend for Seattle for many years. And of course, many grandpas and grandsons have really special relationships with a family legacy of basketball in their blood. We talked to Isaiah about his connection with his grandpa.
I hate saying this, but I don't think I chose basketball. I think basketball chose me. Just, being a part of a family that I'm a part of, it was just a given. And my dad and my grandpa did a great job of not forcing me into it, but just, having it there, from time to time. And then I just eventually fell in love with it. My favorite NBA player of all time, Donald Earl Slick Watts, man, my grandpa. I think he's one of the best, one of the most awesome NBA players. I think he, obviously he had the headband. He changed the culture a little bit, and I'm just super blessed and, super thankful to have him as my grandfather, and, have him as one of my best friends. So very Southern, he's down south, he don't care about, how he looks, or he doesn't have much of a filter, but he's an awesome guy, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he was famous until sophomore year of high school, just because of how he interacted with people. He was, oh yeah, can I get a picture? No, you don't need a picture. Get this out. Like, the way he interacted with people was just so awesome. And it kind of taught me, I'm not as famous, obviously, as him. But when we had our little run, I got to, feel what he felt, for all those years. And I just kind of tried to, be as much like him as I could possibly be. And he was really a great role model for me, except coaching-wise. He coached me middle school, and he was the worst coach I've ever played for. All he did was just yell at me, shoot the ball, no, don't pass it, shoot it. He's the reason I have my shooting confidence, because all he did was just yell at me to shoot the ball. And if I didn't shoot the ball, I would get cussed out, it would be all bad. I tell my dad all the time, I'm his favorite child. Like, my dad has no competition with me, I'm his favorite child, so that's really my best friend. I love that man, I really do.
Now, as many of you know, there are a lot of new faces on this Cougar men's basketball team. And if you happen to see the coaching staff out and about, you might have noticed many of them look quite young. So we went out to ask Cougar fans, and we showed them a few headshots. Which one's a player and which one's a coach? Check it out.
Can you guess if this is a player or a coach?
That's a player.
Are you sure?
No, but it looks like a player. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. Hey Cougs, I'm Kira. I'm on the women's basketball team, and as you guys know, we have a lot of changes in the men's basketball coaching staff, and they all look quite young. So why don't we go ask some people to take a guess if it's a coach or a player? We're here with
Jared Evanson.
Hey, we're gonna guess if this is a coach or a player. We got a couple pictures.
All right. That's a coach.
Are you sure?
No, that's a player. That's a player.
Player. Throwing Samoan.
Fanboy of Kira's.
Can you guess if this is a player or a coach?
That's a player.
Are you sure?
No, but it looks like a player. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Oh, that's a coach. That's our head coach, Dave Riley, right there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. What about this one?
You got another serious looking picture there. I'm just gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with he's a coach. He's a coach. That's my answer. I'm sticking with it.
100% sticking. Like down the guys, it's
Down and dirty, coach.
Player.
As a player?
As a player.
Oh my God. Let me see that. I wouldn't want to play against him.
Are they on the coaching staff?
I can't tell you.
I'm going to say coaching staff, final answer.
No.
Darn it.
Incorrect. What about this one?
Cedric Howard.
Yeah?
Yeah, he plays, that's Dane. He plays basketball.
Okay. See what this is.
That looks to me like a player. I don't recognize this individual. I'm gonna guess player. No?
Jason.
That guy right there, he's gotta be a player. He's gotta be a player. Is he a coach? Who are we hiring nowadays?
Yeah.
Coach.
Are you sure?
He's a coach.
Why do you think he's a coach?
I mean, look at him. You think he plays basketball? So he probably just finished playing, maybe coming back and being a GA or a younger coach. That's where I would go. That's where my brain's going. Am I right?
He's a player.
Ah.
Yeah.
He's got to be a senior then. I told you I'm competitive. I like to win. Yeah.
You didn't win though.
Go check out the women's basketball team. She's awesome. Kyra. Did I say it right? No?
And walking out of the
Yeah,
frame.
see, you didn't know my name. I didn't know your name, so.
Everyone always says that though.
What is it?
Kira.
Kira. Well, tell your parents to spell it the right way then.
My legacy fuels my drive for perfection. I put in the work to honor those who came before me.
Brotherton family has been serving Washington residents for over 100 years. Our previous generations worked hard to create a legacy that we'd carry on. We have big shoes to fill and are committed to taking care of our employees and you, our customer.
Our future is now.
To build a legacy for the next generation.
If you can't be in Pullman, the next best place to be is the Marco Polo Bar and Grill. Sink your teeth into our world-famous pressure-cooked chicken. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and seasoned to perfection. Known for our 15 big screens, 100% dedicated to Cougar athletics on game day. At Marco Polo, you can catch every game and soak in the crimson and gray vibes every night of the week. We're creating an experience that will make you feel like you're on the Palouse. Marco Polo Bar and Grill. Go Cougs!
The moment that I knew WSU was for me is when Coach Riley got the job. I already had a relationship with him.
So that was kind of like the biggest thing, where it's like, all right, where he's going, I'm gonna go most likely. But what sold me was just a visit, you know, being able to see these guys in person, have them show me around. And it's not about the bells and whistles and all that for me. It's just about, you know, getting in between those four lines.
I came to some games and the fans are always, the same fans always come and they're just dedicated to the team. So that really made me feel at home.
The moment I knew WSU was my place was when I came off the airplane and me and my sister on my visit, and I said, I feel at home.
I would just say the fans. I mean, even though I came from UW, the fans still showed love when I committed here, and just playing against y'all last year, it was crazy. Last game of the season, senior night, it was just crazy in the gym. So I just be a part of something like that. I can't wait to play for it. So when they told us that it's gonna happen, you know, that's been circled on my calendar from day one. I can't wait to play them. So that's personal game. So I can't wait for that.
Both my parents went here. Both my grandparents went here and they met here, and so I've been a Coug fan ever since I was little, so WSU's always been a dream school for me.
I just feel like we want to come out and prove ourselves. I feel like everyone's got something to prove, from Coach Riley to me to everyone on the team.
So NIL has played a huge part now in recruiting. I think for us, it's all about relationships still, where we want to make sure we get guys that want to be here and that understand what Washington State's about. But at the same time, we got to make sure they feel the love, make sure they feel, wanted and appreciated for what they bring to the table, because this is a high-level athletic program. We've got a goofy team this year. I think we've got a bunch of guys that like to have fun, they'll joke around, but as soon as we step between those lines, they get very, very serious and want to compete. And it's a great balance. I think that's what life's about. I just think like the overall schedule these guys keep and the routine these guys keep is huge. Like as a college basketball coach, X's and O's is like 20% of your job. The rest is making sure these kids have a routine that sets them up for success. It's tough for these kids to manage their time while also finding time, because just going to practice isn't enough, especially in our program where we've got a bunch of kids that have worked a little bit harder than everyone else since they got into college. We always say there's a triangle in college. You can have a good social life, you can have a good basketball career, or you can have, really do well in your academics and get your degree at a high level. You can probably only pick two of those things most of the year. The recruitment process has definitely changed a little bit these last few years with the portal, but it just depends. If it's a transfer kid, it's a little bit like speed dating, where you've got to get as much information as you can in a month, make sure you understand who the family is, who the kid is, what makes them tick, because at the end of the day, it's about the day-to-day stuff while they're here at Washington State, more so than what they've shown they can do for a year at a different school or whatever that is. So I think that's just something that we try to do is really recruit off relationships. And Washington State's not for everybody, our program's not for everybody, so we got to make sure we kind of take this as a more of a rifle approach than a shotgun.
My legacy fuels my drive for perfection. I put in the work to honor those who came before me.
Brotherton family has been serving Washington residents for over 100 years. Our previous generations worked hard to create a legacy that we'd carry on. We have big shoes to fill and are committed to taking care of our employees and you, our customer.
Our future is now.
To build a legacy for the next generation.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next night out? Discover Flatstick Pub. With local craft beer, old school fun, and unforgettable moments, we have something for everyone. Whether it's a date night, guys' night, or a big group gathering, our unique mini golf and games will keep the good times rolling. Join us at one of our locations across Washington. Flatstick Pub, where great beer meets great fun. Visit flatstickpub.com for more info.
Basketball in my world has taken me all over the world. Ended up here, and just what I love most about it is the people. I think the people make the place. You will never remember a building when you leave an institution or play someplace for 4 years, but the people that you meet and the people that influence you and the people that love you and support you, the people that are real and kind in your life, that makes everything. I've never met anyone that's gone to school here that hasn't had anything but the most amazing experience in their life, and I've never met a disappointed Coug. And they support it in every possible way. When you're here, you feel it and you live it and you breathe it and you become it. The people on our team are amazing. I think this year in particular, we're gonna change. We're gonna morph into something that people haven't seen in a while. I think we're more talented than we've ever been. I think we're more athletic than we've ever been. I think we're deeper than we've ever been. We want to raise banners that have never been in our building before. We want to make the NCAA tournament, and we want to make deep runs into the NCAA tournament. I don't want anyone to feel that we can't make a Sweet 16 or an Elite 8. And I think the standard in our program is there. We've built it. It's solid. The foundation is there. We need continued support from our fans, donors, anyone that wants to get on board with us. And I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised, because I think we're going to be able to be more successful than we've ever been.
It's time to meet Alex Coville, a standout basketball player for the women's team here at WSU. Alex was gracious enough to allow us to tag along on a day in the life. From the workouts in the morning to the practice to the recovery, Alex embodies the true determination it takes to be a Coug. As we followed her along, we talked about the camaraderie in the day-to-day that keeps this team going.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Coville and I play basketball here at Washington State University. I usually wake up around 4:50, eat breakfast, and get ready for practice that starts at 6:30. After a productive practice, we head to the weight room where I lift or do various exercises for about 45 minutes. Today was more of an upper body workout. After weights, I head to class. Today I had my geology class at 10:10. After class, I either grab lunch at the Grey W, or I come here, back to the training room for treatment where I do my rehab or my exercises. Since I'm a student, I have to find time to study. I always make sure to get ahead of my homework so I don't fall behind and I keep good grades. Outside of my class, I like to hang out with my teammates, spend time with family, or have a movie night with my bestie LA.
With the high school kids and internationally, it's the same thing. We got to make sure that we spend time visiting them. If they're overseas, it means a lot for these kids if we go to their home and see what their culture's like.
The thing that I love about international recruiting is that they love their experience, and they have so much courage to leave home when they're 17 years old and to get on a plane and to leave their family and to come to a new world. And they look at it as an opportunity and the biggest opportunity of their lives. They generally come here without an entitled bone in their body. They don't feel like they deserve extra. They're not asking for 10 pairs of shoes. They generally aren't asking for money. They just really love the experience of coming to America, and they love the university experience.
We have 14 girls or 13 girls, and only 3 are American. I think it's cool. We get to learn each other's cultures, make fun of each other a little bit with like little things that you might not have heard before, like phrases and stuff. Well, sometimes when some of the girls don't understand the coach's English, they have to like be taught what a certain phrase would mean. Our coach uses a lot of little, like, that's a bunch of baloney. And so our teammate from Italy didn't know what baloney was.
We actually just went on a camping trip, and like some of those guys have never gone camping before in their lives, and so they're kind of all freaking out like, oh, we're gonna run into a bear, we're gonna see a snake, and you're just like, no, we're gonna be fine.
Oh, the camping trip it was for sure like a big team bonding thing with a team. Like, you know, everyone this is my first time. It was my first time going camping, so some of the guys who actually went, they like, you know, told me what to do and certain stuff like that. And also figuring out how to put up the tent was like the biggest obstacle of the camping trip. And like the bugs, sleeping with bugs and stuff, I didn't really like that. But, you know, we got through it, you know, with my teammates and everything. We got through it together. And also rafting too. I've never been rafting too. You know, that was pretty fun to experience that with my teammates and everything. I like got over my fear of like the water. So yeah, it was the biggest achievement of the camping trip for me.
My legacy fuels my drive for perfection. I put in the work to honor those who came before me.
Brotherton family has been serving Washington residents for over 100 years. Our previous generations worked hard to create a legacy that we'd carry on. We have big shoes to fill and are committed to taking care of our employees and you, our customer.
Our future is now.
To build a legacy for the next generation.
Well, with a roster transformed by departures to the NBA and the transfer portal, getting the team together and finding that team chemistry was a bit of a challenge. Well, the Cougs found a unique way to do it by finding a local laser tag VR arena. Mutant Zombie VR provided just a ticket for that. These high energy sessions help the team break the ice and learn some team bonding while fighting off hordes of virtual zombies. We tagged along with them at the Laser Tag VR arena.
Recently, we've been playing VR, going to this little VR spot in Idaho, having fun with each other.
Our whole team did this VR deal in Moscow twice in the last 2 weeks, and they love it.
Favorite spots for sure.
Yeah, we had a lot of dudes talking a lot of smack over the first time, so we kept coming back.
What's funny is you're in a big room, like there's no walls or anything. You're in a big room. On your VR headset, the walls show up, just kind of walking around, running into each other because we can't see each other.
Is anybody in front of me?
We're screaming and super intense because we're trying to win.
We came here in summer the first time, and ever since then, I think we came 2 or 3 times a month. We started off early in summer, just figuring out who everyone was and seeing the personalities when we play the game. Zay, he's a shooter in real life, so when we play this, he really comes out as a real shooter. Cedric's, he's a push. He's like a attacker, so he's gonna go towards you in this game for sure.
You got ND who likes to, post up, so he was really posted up today.
Most improved, I would give it to Dane.
Hey, don't do that. I was at least middle of the pack every game. I think Nate might be. Okay. But his last game really sold him a little bit.
Right.
Honestly, without the ball, Dane was up there.
Thank you.
Dane was up there. Without the ball, if we were just shooting, Dane was up there too. But if we got the ball in point and we using the point system, I'll probably go Juan. Juan usually gets the most amount of points.
You have no other doors? That one, I already said it. This one's 7. I didn't know the door. Can't jump your 5-1. Can't jump your chicken? I can't do it.
I think our team is just a very goofy and silly team, so I love our team for sure.
That's the most important thing, being able to have that team camaraderie, that team chemistry with that off the court, so on the court we know it can help us as well.
And that's a wrap for today's basketball special on Inside the Den. We want to thank all of the Cougar athletes for letting us in on their day-to-day. We want to thank all of our volunteers in this program, and we want to thank all of our sponsors. Remember, every dollar of this program goes to support the Cougar Collective and NIL opportunities for Cougar athletes.
They always say the term student athlete, and as you get higher and higher in your career, especially where I'm at now, it's kind of become a job. For me, it's a job and a hobby. You don't want it to be a job where you dread, and I don't dread playing basketball whatsoever. That's why I call it a hobby, because hobbies are fun. Hobbies are something you're supposed to love to do. And I think that's what it is, but at the same time, being able to treat it as a job and put in the extra hours and time to be able to excel at your job, that's the biggest thing for me. But also being able to excel in the classroom as well. Because like they said, student athlete first, and then from there, you also have to balance your outside life with time with family, time with friends, all that stuff like that.
We have to go to class. We have to get on top of our schoolwork. It's a priority almost before basketball. When we have to go on the road, we have to be on top of all of our schoolwork and sometimes get our tests proctored for us. We don't miss anything. Just have to be on top of it.
My dad always told me you got social life, you got academics, and you got sports, and you got to pick 2 out of the 3. So we wake up, we go lift at 6:45, and then we have a skill workout after that at around 8. And then I go to tutoring from 9 to 10, class 10:30 to 12, and then we eat, and then I go to another class 1 to 2:15, and then practice after that. And then after practice, I have tutoring again.
Just gotta find a way to balance all that, and find a way to get better within yourself and be able to stay stay cordial with everybody, contact your parents, talk to your friends and family. So it's just a lot of stuff you got to worry about being an athlete that I say, like regular students, we don't have to worry about.
If you're passionate about Cougar athletics and want to get involved, go to cougarcollective.org and see how you can contribute. Together, we all want to see our athletes succeed.